Hey, this is Rich and DawnCheré, and we're actually right now in Caesarea Philippi, and we're with our team here doing a little bit of exploration. But DawnCheré, this is actually a really, really cool site, because even today as we're with our tour guide and our team, this is really the place in Matthew chapter 16, that famous moment where Jesus looks at Peter and says, "Upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail." I'm telling you what, seeing it from this perspective and even getting the background of this place, it speaks to us in different ways.
Yeah, we're on literally the ruins of so many gods that were worshipped in that day when Jesus is speaking to the disciples, the temple of Zeus, the grotto of Pan, and it's surreal to be here imagining Jesus talking to the disciples, just teenagers at that time, speaking faith to their fear and really speaking to their heart and what's to come.
Absolutely, and I think even what you say right there, like one of the things I'd never ever realized as we're here is that this place in Caesarea Philippi, this actual rock that we're on, this was a place of pagan worship. In fact, the god Pan that you're talking about, if you even Google that name Pan, that god, what you'll see is you'll see a man's body that has the face of a goat. I mean, just looking at this image evokes fear. In fact, they were telling me that we get the word panic from the god Pan. And so right here in this space, there was a temple that was here. And they actually believed in that time period that this was the gates to hell, that this was the doorway, that this temple was the place that was saving them or holding back the dark forces. But in so many ways, the narrative that was being spread, the narrative that was going forth was one of fear, one of worry, one of anxiety. But here comes Jesus, and he stands up on this place, and when he looks out, he says, "Upon this rock," he's saying this literal rock right here, I'm gonna build my church, not this temple, not this place of pagan worship. Rather, my church will be built, and the gates of hell, guess what? They will not prevail. And I find such comfort and such hope that 2,000 years ago, he was speaking faith to our hearts, and he does it right now even to us today.
It's true. It speaks faith to our situation today. You know, there are so many different gods that surround us in culture. There's influence, there's intimidation. But Jesus speaks straight to our heart. He speaks faith, that he's a true foundation. And you know, we don't have to build the foundation. Jesus, he is faithful in every season. We just have to trust him. He's building his church. He's building your life, he's building your marriage and your family. And today, he wants to speak faith to your heart. He invites you into the story that he's telling. He's not intimidated by any of the lies of the enemy or the darkness that may surround you. He's building your life through his power and through his strength.
And his church, it's on the move. We're taking ground, and you're invited to be a part of it. Telling you what, being here in Israel, we're getting some brand new perspective, and we're loving it. This is Matthew 16. Yeah. And right here, this is the place that he says his church, I'm establishing it and starting it. 2,000 years later, it's still going forward in strength.